side, lost one down the sideline, caught, touchdown Carolina. He's under pressure, and they sack him all the way back at the 5-yard line. Oh, what a way to light it up here at Williams-Brice Stadium.
Carolina and Clemson meet for the 115th time, and the number 4 Tigers get the win 34-10. Coach, when you're playing the number 4 team in the country in a rivalry game, the margin of error is so small, and things went well for Clemson early on, and we didn't quite match it. Your thoughts on the ball game?
Well, too many self-inflicted issues. You throw a pick 6 for a touchdown and miscommunication with the receiver and the quarterback. Defensively, got to get off the field on 3rd down. So many critical things in the game you've got to be able to convert in a game like this. We need to handle the moment better, and that's on me, and we certainly will moving forward.
Yeah, the penalties tonight, 9 for your football team, which was uncharacteristic of that. Did you speak to them a little bit about that issue?
Again, to me, that goes back to handling the moment. Whether it's emotionally charged. I know our guys were ready to play. We had a good week of practice, obviously. Didn't transfer very well to game day.
On our Palmetto Health injury report, the first thing I noticed was A.J. Turner limping off the football field, and the fact that Shi Smith never made it on there today. Talk a little bit about the health of your football team and those guys.
Well, Shi took a pretty good shot last week. Practiced or tried to practice some this week. Has a little bit loose of the ankle and the knee. He's going to be fine. Nothing surgery required. And A.J. should be fine, a high ankle sprain.
A couple of guys may be coming back for the bowl game. We'll talk further about that. We're going to take a look at this ball game at Williams-Brice Stadium, a sellout crowd on a gorgeous evening at Carolina Falls. We'll be back on Gamecock Football with Will Muschamp.
Gamecock Football with Will Muschamp is brought to you by Wild Wing Cafe. We've got just the thing to make you wild. Crescent Construction, the official roofer of the Gamecocks. Ram Trucks. Guts, glory, Ram. Coach Muschamp's clothes are provided by Britons of Columbia. Gamecock Football with Coach Will Muschamp is a production of Gamecock Sports Marketing.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Okay, it's time to belly up to the bar because it's the last call to save big on 2017 Ford F-Series. Cash in on the truck that hauls the most and has more efficiency at the pump with an EcoBoost engine and a high-strength military-grade aluminum alloy body. Time to get in on America's best-selling trucks 40 years running because you snooze, you lose, pal.
Get $10,837 total savings on a 2017 F-150, plus first responders get an additional $1,000 at your Carolina Ford dealer.
This is it. This is the moment when legacies are made, and good becomes glorious. But legacies aren't just granted on game day. You can make them anytime. Will it be today or someday? The glory lies in your choice. This is the moment. What will your legacy be? You build legacies. We protect them.
Teaching and being in the classroom is just where my heart is.
My hope for the future is that I can change at least one child's life.
There's not a single profession that you make more of a difference in.
Every child in South Carolina, somewhere in their K-12 experience, is taught by a graduate of the University of South Carolina.
From the beginning, I was immersed in the classroom.
They're designing the lesson plans, they're running assessments.
I'm able to actually make a difference.
I would not be able to say that I am the person I am today without the experiences that I had at Carolina.
Join us every week at Wild Wing Cafe for Carolina Calls with head coach Will Muschamp from 7 till 8 p.m. Wild Wing Cafe is Columbia's home for hot wings, cold beer, and good times. Tune into Carolina Calls every week and go to wildwingcafe.com for more information.
Welcome back. The rivalry game late in the season, but Carolina not on the winning end of it tonight. Now it's time for the keys to the game, brought to you by Toyota. Toyota, let's go places. Coach, you play the Tigers. Got a lot of weapons and one of the best defenses in the country. give us a key to the game or so and tell us how that came out.
Well, we needed to stay balanced offensively, and we couldn't really get anything going. I thought the first drive of the game we did convert a couple third downs. We did create some run lanes, but just not enough to manufacture up front. We didn't protect Jake well enough or run the ball consistently enough. And defensively, some big plays we gave up. Obviously, the start the third quarter there with about 4 or 5 missed tackles on the perimeter, a deep ball on third down that was a critical 3rd and 10 situation where we're off the field. So just some plays in the game that we've got an opportunity to make plays and we don't make them.
And you spoke about that as early as Tuesday. Let's go to our highlights. This week's highlights presented by Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics. Not a better environment in America than this one, Coach, for a game like this.
No doubt about it. Our crowd was awesome, and I appreciate their support. And the Gamecock walk was outstanding, the best I've been around, and I just wish we had coached and played a little better.
Here's Turner on the opening kickoff.
Again, we get 3rd and 5 situation here, a little stick route to Hayden. Nice job by Jake getting the ball out of his hand, getting the first down, get a little positive momentum going, and then we end up stalling out there and then punting to them. And Joseph Charlton really punted the ball well. I know people were probably asking questions about the pooch situation, but we were in a situation where we weren't in pooch. We were across the 50, so we were going to the returner. Really nice play right there. I believe that was Stephen Montack on the throwback screen to set them on a negative play. And here you go right here, just a middle field split safety read coverage. Miscommunication between Jake and Brian there, and we got to get that corrected. But create a little tempo here. Nice run by Tyson, inside run, really not blocked well by our guys there. Here we are on 2nd and 6 right here. Jake doing a good job of sliding and getting down. That needs to be called. I mean, we need to protect our quarterback, and that's something they're talking about in college football. But right here, key 3rd and 2 stop. Defensively, get another stop right here. So we're going to go into the 2nd quarter right here, trying to get something going, and they don't cover the back on the 3rd and 1 situation. We hot the back out of the backfield. Really nice job by Jake recognizing it, and Tyson Williams converting the play. Got good protection here. Really nice 3rd and 9 situation. Another critical 3rd down situation early in the game, and a nice throw and catch by Jake and Brian Edwards right here. Here we got a 2nd and 6 situation. Flare screen, Sherrod Green's got to stay on the edge right there. That can't happen, and Jamarcus Keene's got to get off a block and make a tackle just right there. That we should have been, based on the defense we were in a good situation. 2nd and 10, I wish that hadn't got a tip. Stephen Montack may have taken that one to the house right there. He had a good break on the ball and had a chance for an interception. But, critical 3rd downs, put them down to the goal line. Right there, we've got to try and make a stop. And you see here, we passed off perfect on the pick route, but we just got to stay with the guy in the coverage. We passed it off exactly what we wanted, a 4-strong pick, and Jamarcus just needs to continue to stay with the guy to knock the ball off the guy in that situation. Come back on 2nd and 10 here again. They obviously got good coverage down the field, 3-man rush. They dropped 8 in coverage. Did that several times tonight. Did a nice job of filling up the zones. Had a hard time getting the ball off, whether it was a 3- or 4-man rush. 2nd and 10 situation coming right here. Nice job, breaking. We got to get a guy on the ground right there. Again, you can't just horse collar tackle, guys. You got to bring your feet and tackle. A little disappointed with some of the tackling there. We trapped the flat several times tonight. We had some opportunities at interceptions and didn't finish on the plays. We got to finish on those situations, but now you got a critical 3rd and 10 situation, and a really nice job coming out of coverage. Really nice tackle on the sideline there by Sky.
Penalty called on the play, which kept the drive alive, and they converted 3 third downs on that play. And Coach, now we go into the 3rd quarter of the ball game. It's 20-0, and this is a big return by ETN, 38 yards to start the 2nd half.
They attacked us back to the field, which we had planned on that, but this is extremely disappointing. Here you got 1, 2, 3, 4 missed tackles on the play. There's not lack of effort. You see a bunch of Garnet jerseys running to the ball. You got to tackle the guy and get the guy on the ground, and that's frustrating right there. There's no lack of effort, lack of tackling.
Renfro goes 61 yards, and just like that, it's 27-0, and Tyson Williams comes back. Coach, Jake had a streaky game. He was 8 of 11, then was just 2 of 12, and then came back 6 of 6 over that period of time. And I know that's what good defense does to you, but it was tough sledding for him today.
No doubt about it. Really nice pick by Keyshawn Nixon right here. Really fights to get the ball off the guy. The guy competes. The guy's much more physical than we've been at corner, so looking forward to him getting some more snaps and setting edges of defense and getting off blocks and making tackles on the perimeter, which is something we need to improve tremendously at. And Parker White does a nice job coming in here and kicking the 40-yard. Again, proud of our guys. The guys kept fighting in the game, kept playing in the game, and that was encouraging.
We bring in their backup quarterback, and here's another pick. Nice center field play coming over from Montag.
Nice interception coming out of the middle field, reading the front shoulder. The quarterback gets the separation and does a fantastic job of breaking on the ball and go finish, and could high point that ball right there to make sure he doesn't have a chance to catch it. But really nice overlap from the middle of the field. And then, really proud of our guys continue to fight right here. We got an opportunity to run a divide route to Brian. Jake really on target with it right there. And Brian's able to get in the end zone and get a score.
Good block down the field by Rendricus Davis, and the extra point, Parker White makes it 34-10. And that'll do it. Williams-Brice Stadium, the Tigers win it tonight. Coach, what shocked me, even watching the game and calling it, and then even watching the replay, first half field position, my goodness, is a big factor in the ball game. Having to take those long drives off the 6, off the 1 yard line, it's hard to recover from that.
No doubt, and they're a very good defense. We knew that going into the game, that we needed to block those guys a little better and give our players some more opportunities to make some plays.
The Gamecocks finish 8-4 on the season. There's much more to come. We'll talk some bowl game. We'll give out some superlatives in this rivalry game as well. That and more in the Gamecock football with Will Muschamp when we come back.
TD Bank, America's most convenient bank, is partnering with the Free Medical Clinic to help make a difference together. This year, every time South Carolina scores a touchdown, TD Bank will make a contribution to the Free Medical Clinic to assist with their mission of providing high-quality health care and medications to vulnerable residents of the community without insurance or other coverage. So, as you pull for the Gamecocks to score another touchdown, remember that TD Bank is working to make a difference in South Carolina.
Toyotathon's on. Look at all those Toyotas.
Bet you could get a great deal in there. Yeah, we should go check it out.
Impressive.
Sometimes you just have to snap them out of it a little bit.
Right now, during Toyotathon, get 0% APR for 72 months, plus $1,000 holiday bonus cash on a new 2017 Toyota RAV4. That's 0% APR.
'Tis the season. Toyotathon is on.
Toyota, let's go places.
Gamecock fans, Farm Bureau Insurance wants to give you a VIP game day experience this football season. Visit usccontest.com and register for your chance to be the Farm Bureau Insurance fan on the field. Winners will receive 2 game tickets, pregame field passes, and autographed merchandise signed by Gamecock head coach Will Muschamp. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Fan on the Field is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Get the membership advantage.
Under pressure, trying to close it out. The Gamecocks have won it 4 years in a row.
This one's got a tail on him. He dives, he makes the catch, and the Gamecocks win it.
The South Carolina Gamecocks are on top of the basketball world. They will cut down the net as the 2017 national champions.
Follow your team at PalmettoSeries.com and look for certified SC grown where you shop. It's a matter of taste.
Gamecock Film Sessions are brought to you by Ram Trucks. Guts, glory, Ram.
Hello and welcome back into Carolina football with Will Muschamp. We're into the film session where Coach Muschamp breaks down what he's looking for in Carolina football in the film room.
3rd and 6 situations, a huge play in the game against Louisiana Tech. We're in a 5-man pressure and we're peeling on the back. As you see here, Sky Moore is going to take the back on the hot release. So we want to take away the hot right now for the quarterback. Being in a 5-man protection, we're in a read stunt right here with Danny Fennell. When the tackle fans, we're going to roll him back in the A-gap to create a good 5-man pressure. So we got a free runner at the quarterback. Now we've got to do a great job in man coverage of staying with our guys. And again, scramble pass is critical right here. Chris needs to do a better job of collision in the receiver on the 1 or 2 yard line, make him take you in the end zone. But we got too much separation right here for me. Middle field safety's just trying to help, look for work. But right now we've got to do a great job of keeping our eyes in coverage. But this is where pressure helps you. You do a nice job right here with Danny flushing the quarterback, and Jamarcus does an outstanding job of finishing on a huge play in the game to keep points off the board, to give us an opportunity to win the football game.
Jamarcus' first interception of the season, and what a great job of keeping his feet in after he makes the catch.
And you see the rush here is really nice design by our defensive staff, and they fan this protection. They're thinking sky's in the rush, we peel it, Danny's free at the quarterback, and really nice job again by Dennis Wonnum rushing the passer, and a really nice finish by Jamarcus. Wish we had been a little better in the scramble coverage in that situation. We need tighter coverage than that. Here we are in a situation, we're going to a 7-man protection. It's a full slide. We put the back and the tight end on the defensive end, so we know this is a longer developing route down the field. We get middle field coverage, and to me, it all goes to matchup. So you got Brian outside, on a deep 7 cut, a corner route, and then you've got an inside taking away the dig and a big post. And we go to the big man, Ortre Smith, right here, a big post inside, and this is what recruiting is. You go to a guy that's going to go make a play, and he goes and attacks the football, knows he's going to get hit. He's got a defender draped on him. He's able to catch it, and because of his girth, he's able to knock 2 guys off of him and get in the end zone and score.
That's Film Session with Will Muschamp. We'll be back on Gamecock Football with Will Muschamp right after this.
Get your hands on Star Wars: The Last Jedi Cosmic Shells exclusively at Bilo. Run to your local store to get these Star Wars collectibles now. It's the only place in America where you can get a free pack of Star Wars Cosmic Shell collectibles with every $20 spent in store. Bilo. May the Force be with you.
Ready, Tim? Let's do this. Was that Mike? That's Harry. The car stopped for me.
And that's automatic emergency braking.
The Nissan Rogue family. Take on today.
Bottom line, they still can't touch you.
I'll take it.
Get to Nissan, proud supporter of college athletics.
No one can stop me when I taste the feeling. Nothing could ever bring me down. Nothing could ever bring me down. Taste the feeling.
Let's get the big guy in place.
The Ford year-end sales event is here.
I can guide you in.
No thanks, Santa. I got this.
Hey, it looks a little tight.
Perfect fit. Santa needs an F-150.
That's Ford, America's best-selling brand. Hurry in for 0% financing for 72 months across a full lineup of Ford cars, trucks, and SUVs. And just announced, get 0% APR for 72 months plus $1,000 cash back. Take advantage of these exclusive holiday offers only at your Carolina Ford dealer.
For the 115th time in the second longest consecutive played rivalry in college football, a series that dates back to 1896. It's the 109th consecutive year for the Palmetto Bowl. It's Carolina versus number 4 Clemson at Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina to close out the 2017 regular season. And if 2001 didn't get them going, a little tune called Sandstorm might do it. Here we go. Here's Spence with a kickoff, end over end, for the 115th time. We're underway. On the hash mark to the right side. Bentley still in the backfield. Throws quickly out of the outside. Is picked off at the 11. Walking into the end zone of the Tigers. Kelly Bryant Again, inside, Feaster dives for it. Left side, got it. And they'll run. Williams, left side, covering the football. Good cut back towards the middle. Four-man rush for Carolina. They cut him down and want to go backside slant route. That ball's picked off. Headed towards the other way, the south end zone. Keyshawn Nixon. To the backfield. Four-man rush for Carolina. They cut him down and want to go backside slant route. That ball's picked off. Headed towards the other way. Carolina playing well above their heads. Bentley sends in the pocket again. Takes his time throwing down the field. Got Edwards at the 15, 10. Cut back at the 5. Trying to get there. Does. Touchdown Carolina. Touchdown Brian Edwards. And that'll do it. And Clemson wins it 34-10. Will Muschamp goes to 8-4. The Tigers go to 11-1.
Palmetto Pride is South Carolina's anti-litter and beautification organization, and they've teamed up with the Gamecocks for a litter-free game day in and around Williams-Brice Stadium. Prior to each home game, one group of fans will be chosen as our Palmetto Pride tailgaters of the game for keeping their tailgate spot litter-free. Tweet your tailgate location to us using the hashtag LitterFreeSC, and you could score a great prize pack for your tailgate. Good hard work has earned Cody Beckmeyer the title of Colonial Life Academic Athlete of the Week. A member of the swimming and diving team, Beckmeyer is a junior exercise science major with a 3.808 GPA. This week's academic athlete is brought to you by Colonial Life. Colonial Life, the benefits of good hard work.
Bentley sets in the pocket again. Takes his time throwing down the field. Got Edwards at the 15, 10. Cut back at the 5, trying to get there. Does. Touchdown Carolina. Touchdown Brian Edwards from 38 yards out. A great effort by the sophomore wide receiver. A little too late. The extra point could make it 34-10.
That's our Sandsbury Eye Center. Did you see that play? Brian Edwards from Conway with a 38-yard catch and run. Good block from Randricus Davis, coach. And most importantly, great to see that effort late in the ball game when you're really behind.
No doubt about it. And Brian's had a fantastic year for us. Jake's had a great year. Randricus played well in the slot for us today. So I was really proud of him and him coming on in Shy's absence.
Brian Edwards, our Sandsbury Eye Center. Did you see that play? A big part of it. Now, our Terminex Pest Player of the game. Coach, hard not to give it to Joseph Charlton today, who had 7 punch-your punter, 5 over 50 yards with a 52-yard average. They don't get a lot of recognition, and not everything is perfect when you're out there punting, but he did a good job when he was called on.
Joseph's had an outstanding year for us this year. I know our fans got a little frustrated that we didn't pin the ball inside the 10, but we weren't in pooch situations. He punted the ball extremely well to give us opportunities to pin the ball inside the 10-yard line, and I wish we'd been able to do that in those situations to be able to create some field position for us.
Not much in the return game today. I know you gave A.J. Turner, who then gets hurt. Fenton had a chance or two, Coach, but a lot of credit given to Clemson with some team speed covering the ball up.
Well, no doubt about that. We got to continue to recruit. Dabo's in his 10th year, and we're in our second, and we got to continue to build our program.
That's what you're starting to do tomorrow, is that right?
Ain't no doubt.
Out on the road?
We'll be on the road.
The Gamecocks fall today, but they'll be after it tomorrow, as most Gamecocks always are. We'll be back after this. We got to hear from My Carolina.
This is it. This is the moment when legacies are made, and good becomes glorious. But legacies aren't just granted on game day. You can make them anytime. Will it be today or someday? The glory lies in your choice. This is the moment. What will your legacy be? You build legacies. We protect them.
We had a large storm, and our home was hit pretty bad. The next day, a friend of ours recommended Crescent Construction. They came out and replaced our entire roof, and we were very pleased with the work they did.
Call Crescent Construction's professional staff to do a detailed roof inspection at your home today. Absolutely free.
I've already referred Crescent Construction to a friend of mine.
Call Crescent Construction, South Carolina's #1 roofer and the official roofer of the Carolina Gamecocks.
Toyota-thon's on. Look at all those Toyotas.
Bet you could get a great deal in there. Yeah, we should go check it out.
Impressive.
Sometimes you just have to snap them out of it a little bit.
Right now, during Toyotathon, lease a new 2017 Toyota RAV4 XLE for just $209 a month for 36 months, plus $500 holiday bonus cash.
'Tis the season. Toyotathon is on.
Toyota, let's go places.
Gamecock fans, Farm Bureau Insurance wants to give you a VIP game day experience this football season. Visit usccontest.com and register for your chance to be the Farm Bureau Insurance fan on the field. Winners will receive 2 game tickets, pregame field passes, and autographed merchandise signed by Gamecock head coach Will Muschamp. Visit usccontest.com to register today. Fan on the Field is brought to you by Farm Bureau Insurance. Get the membership advantage.
Gamecock football with Will Muschamp is brought to you by Wild Wing Cafe. We've got just the thing to make you wild. Crescent Construction, the official roofer of the Gamecocks. Ram Trucks. Guts, glory, Ram. Coach Muschamp's clothes are provided by Britons of Columbia. Gamecock football with Coach Will Muschamp is a production of Gamecock Sports Marketing.
Welcome back, Gamecocks. What a year, Coach. You go to 8 wins on the season. Just absolute progress throughout the period of time that you've been here in a 2-year time span. You finished second in the SEC East, 5 conference wins, our best record in conference since 2013. Doesn't always feel good when you're coming off an L like this, but on the big picture, I hope you realize that. I hope your team knows that as well.
Well, I told our football team when the game was over in the locker room how proud I was of the seniors, how they've continued to move this program forward. Their buy-in to what we're doing. We're extremely disappointed with tonight. It hurts, and it hurts all Gamecocks, and I hurt for everybody. And it falls back on me. We got to get this thing turned, but I know the progress that we've made in the program. We're extremely pleased with where we are, but more than anything, where we're headed.
Speaking of where you're headed, bowl game coming up after the championship games next Saturday. You'll learn your fate about where you're going. How many of these guys we get back who've been injured and out, Coach?
Well, I think Casey Crosby, Rico Dowdle. I think A.J. Turner's a guy we'll get back. Shy Smith obviously is a guy we'll get back. I think you can count on those 4 guys to be in the bowl game.
All right. We want to thank everybody who's been with us this year on Gamecock Football with Will Muschamp. We can't do it without our sponsors, all the fans that watch us, come up and talk to me and Coach all the time about the TV show. We want to thank you so much. Don't forget, join us next week for Gamecock Insider, our spring magazine show that takes you to everything that is Gamecock athletics throughout the spring. Same time, same place. For everybody on Gamecock Football with Will Muschamp, for Coach, everybody who works on the show, thank you for being with us this year. We'll see you.